Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Happy New Year! Happy 2020! So, this is going to be our longer reading, and it's the start of 2020. Well, it's the end of 2019, but you know what I'm saying. And this is going to be from January 1st through the 15th for my Capricorns. Happy birthday, my Capricorns. Lots and lots of energy for this month and for this year going into 2020. Now, I will post the websites on my community page and also on my Facebook page because there's a lot of little things you need to know. But, this is that website that I really like, but I'll post other ones too as I read them and find them of value to you. But 2020 is going to be a time of moving forward, and it's going to be still, it's going to be still a time of letting things go. If you haven't, you need to. You need to let, it's kind of like that full moon. Release what's holding you back and relinquish what you don't need anymore as you go forward. Blocks, for the last 7 years or so, there have been a lot of blocks that have kept people from moving forward, and those will be lifted. Now, especially for Capricorns, okay? And again, go to the community page. I'll reference it as this is the one I mentioned. Well, anyway, this is the longer reading. So I use 4 decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I pull out 3, gives us the main message. I then go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, kind of fill in some gaps. My Osha Zen Tarot cards to kind of give us some advice. And then I pull one from my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. Now, again, okay, the full moon is going to be in Cancer. It's actually going to be a very positive moon for you. It's going to be a positive moon for people, for Cancers too, but it will be a positive moon for you. But it will have an emotional component. So full moon, the 10th, January 10th and January 11th. Now, some areas of the earth may see it as early as the 9th. I'm not quite sure, but I know it's going to be pretty much the 10th and the 11th. Okay, let's just go right into our reading. One card has fallen out. It's face up. Let's go ahead and cut for the other 2. It's face up, but it is reversed. Okay, the other 2 are face down, and the third one is also reversed. Reversed cards to me mean, hey, pay a little bit pay a little bit special attention to me. Remember, I'm an intuitive channeler, and what that means is I open myself up to my divine higher power, spirit, and just basically let the message come right through. No filter. So our first card for you, my Capricorns, is the Star, Archangel Jophiel. Now, Jophiel is also the archangel over creativity and entertainment. But also the arts, okay? But the Star is that time of wishing upon a star, good things coming because of those wishes. This is really, again, this is that positive energy for you. The beginning of this month is where things start clicking in place for you better than they have. So whatever this is that you've been wanting to get done, whatever this is that you've been wanting to accomplish, this is like a reset. This is a reset. I talked about Jupiter in one of the past ones and how, look at 12 years past. So look at 12 years past. This is kind of a reset. But now, if the 12 years was 12 years ago was a really good time for you, it will be a good time. If, it could be even a better time. If it wasn't, what would you have changed about that? This is what you have to kind of think about. So the Star is happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans on the right path. Your next card is, Ego. Again, it's Jophiel. Now, remember, egos can be very, very fragile. Egos can get hurt very easily. So be aware of that, my Capricorns. The other thing, though, is that with ego, sometimes egos keep us from moving forward. This is that time that you have to be aware of your ego. I'm not going to say be aware of others because I really feel this is about you personally. This is about you developing into this new year, this new 12-year, cycle, this new cycle, okay? Now, this card also is about fears. This is about being afraid to move forward. So are you afraid to move forward? I mean, you've got the star basically saying good stuff is coming to you. So this is about you possibly facing your fears, okay? So a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Your last card, this one's reversed also, is the Eight of Fire. Fire energy is Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. We just left Sagittarius season. It's burning, passionate, and this is about movement forward. So again, what are you passionate about, my Cancers? Oh my gosh, that's going to be the full moon. What are you passionate about, my Capricorns? Okay, what is it that you've been wanting? What is it, if you could change anything, what is it that you've been wanting to change? This is a great opportunity for you to change that and to move that. And this is a great opportunity for you to change your choices, okay? So, many times we are where we're at because of choices we've made. So this is a time to either, again, to say, nope, I'm not choosing that anymore, and I'm choosing something more that's going to be healthier for me, because these are the times things will start moving very, very quickly for us. So the fact that I said Cancer to me, pay attention to that full moon in Cancer. Make sure you get out there and do exactly what I was saying: release, relinquish, and request. So Eight of Fire is events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. So this is moving you forward. Like I said, this is going to be a good month for you, but I think it's going to be a really good year. Also, too, this full moon will have a lunar eclipse, which gives it a little bit more gives it more pow to it. So one card has fallen out, the John Holland Psychic and Oracle Tarot cards. Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Sorry. Let's go on. Let's go and cut. See what we have here. But yeah, this is again, what is it that you know inside of you what you would have wanted differently. You know it, okay? But you need to own it too. You need to own your piece of that, because if you played into it, it's not, and if you continue to play into it, it will continue to go out to be what it is. But I really feel for my Capricorns, this is a time that you are going to make some major steps forward. Those things, those blocks for those last 7 years are going to, to lift. They're going to go away. Now, you might have to push them away, but they will go away. Okay, so here we go. And again, it's basically, this is your season. This is your season. And, put out, be positive. Okay. Next card, the base chakra. Okay. This is, there's these energy points now. You wouldn't see them on the MRI as of yet. They're metaphysical type of base points, chakra points. So the one that is connected more with the physical or the natural is from the heart to the base, okay? And the one that's to the supernatural or to the metaphysical is from the heart, yes, again, to the crown, okay? But the base is about your security. The base is about that thing that makes you feel safe, that thing that makes you feel worthwhile, okay? So this is about cleaning a lot of that garbage out. And not the stuff that makes you worthwhile, but the stuff that was making you feel, I'm getting a lot of things about, this is about cleaning out a lot of things that basically shamed you, okay? Those things that you kind of think that you could have made a difference with, or you could have changed, and maybe you could have, but if it's in the past, it's worthless now, except to learn from. And the thing is, that's the thing that you need to do, is you need to learn from it, and then the feelings of guilt, the feelings of not necessarily fulfilling your destiny, not necessarily fulfilling your promise or your purpose, you have to let that go, because this time, as we go forward, it's going to be so much about fulfilling, okay? Okay. Next card. Okay. Reverse cards. Remember, reverse cards are very strong. Emotional withdrawal. Now, with this card, is this because you need to kind of step back a little bit? Is this because, I do feel it is that you need to step back a little bit and look at your last year. Look at your last 7 years. Look at your last 12 years, okay? But look at especially those 7 years and this past year. Where did you want to go? Where did you want to move forward? Because this, I really feel that, between your star, which is, happy times, positive, optimistic, long-term plans, on the right path, and, events moving really, really, fast for you. I really feel you need to take a moment and step back these first 2 weeks of January and figure out what your pathway is, okay? And I shouldn't say pathway, because many times over, we are bound by circumstances so many times, okay? But where is it that where is it that you want to ultimately be? What is it that you've been feeling? What is it that you've been wanting to accomplish? Because I do feel with this one, there's been so many times, especially, I think in Sagittarius season, it was really, really strong for you, even though there was this energy pushing you forward. There was this feeling of, just basically of, what is my purpose here? Am I missing my purpose? Okay. And I really feel that, as we go into your season, your purpose is going to be revealed, and you're going to start on your path again. Okay. Wow. This is really a deep one for you. Last card. Here we go. It's the waiting game, the waiting game, the waiting game. Basically, it's going to unfold for you. Now, you don't necessarily want to have to wait, but this is that divine timing, but you are now entering into that divine, we've always been entering into that divine timing, but the divine timing has been moving you faster and faster. Okay? Okay. So, but be patient, because even though you see it, and even though you feel it, and even though you're moving forward, it may not be as quickly as you want it to be, okay? But you will be feeling a lot of, there will be a lot of strong energy of movement for you. It will be for many of my Capricorns, it will be for you to get right with the universe. And I don't even know if it's you getting right with the universe or the universe getting right with you. Okay, I think that's more the case of it. We've been on hold, you've been on hold, and now it's time to move it forward. Okay, let's go forward with our Osho Zen Tarot cards. One card, we're going to cut one card. Three cards. Three cards, and this is kind of our advice. So what advice do we have for our Capricorns? Here we go. Okay. Connect, connect, connect. Connect with the universe, higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine. Connect. Take that time, because this is a universal. I really feel this is putting you on track now. You are on a fast track. You're being fast tracked this month. Okay, next. And so what that could mean is that you can see the purpose of us being here. The purpose of us is to bring a light to the world, to others, to our work situation, to any of our relationships. And a lot of times the purpose is for us to be on the giving side. Now, because you give doesn't mean that you have to give all, okay? But, you're put in here you're put in here to help others see that light, see what it is that, what they have to do. Sometimes it could be like you could be the piece of sand in the oyster. You can be a little bit of the irritant, and that's okay. But this is our purpose. Our purpose is to basically help others. Helping others doesn't mean doing for others, okay? Know that. Know that, my Capricorns. For some reason, I had to go down that route. But it could be that we just, it could be that you, my Capricorns, put a mirror up to others, and that how they react is how they react. But you've got a really strong divine purpose here, and it will be opening itself up. I'm seeing like that flower that just opens up. So here we go. Next card is, okay, abundance. So, again, this is abundance coming from the universe. This is abundance being around you. This is you accepting and then sharing abundance, okay? Again, I'm not saying that you have to be giving to everybody. I shouldn't say, I'm not saying that you have to do for everyone. That's not the same. That's not the same thing as your divine purpose, okay? Okay, so here we go. Last card up. Okay. Exhaustion. Exhaustion. Take some time for yourself. This is going to be a busier season for you. Things are going to fall into place for you. I feel like the pieces to the puzzle are going to come into place for you, and it will. I feel like too that you're having like you're doing spiritual exercises and mental exercises and emotional exercises. I feel like, kind of like in the old days, there was something called silly putty, and, you would take it, flatten it out, put it on a comic strip, lift it up, and the picture would be on your silly putty, and then you would stretch it, and then many times over, it would pop. There'd be like a pop. That's the thing that I'm telling you to watch out for, my Capricorns, okay? Because I do feel like you're going to be exercised. Okay. I do feel that you are going to be spiritually and mentally, physically exercised. Not in a trial type of way. In many ways, you will buy into it because you will see that the outcome is going to be that you're just being taken down that one path. Okay? You're taken down a path that's actually going to be the better for you. Whoa, your energy for the beginning of January is going to be intense, but it is going to be helpful to you. And I think that, my Capricorns, you're going to be extremely mature in how you handle this. Okay? Okay, let's go on. One more card. Radley Valentine. Okay, or a couple of cards. Radley Valentine, Archangel, Power Tarot cards down here. Okay, they are two face down. Both of them are face down. Nothing's reversed. So our first card is the Two of Raphael. Raphael is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. This is two hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. So again, this is you being part of that bigger picture. You sharing your light to that bigger picture. This could also mean very much so that stronger relationship is coming into your life because of this. Because the energy wants you more into the world, because the energy wants you more in a positive, optimistic place in the world, that will attract others to you. Okay? So that could attract that new job. That could attract that new relationship that's intimate or personal. Okay? Or this could make just a better, healthier type of family. Okay? But this is about, because you yourself have been molded and, like that silly putty a little bit, you are entering a time, and this is really, you are entering a time where you will be showing more of your light. Okay? Again, I'm not saying you have to do for everybody. That's the thing. People will think, oh, I need to help this person. No, that's not how that person can, sometimes yes, you have to help. But many times over, that person has to learn their own lesson. And by you not helping, on that physical plane, sometimes that's you learning that lesson too. But at the same time, if the spirit calls you to do something else, then, please don't do it because I said not to. But do you understand where I'm going with this? Because you're gonna go through almost like a metaphysical explosion. Okay. And your last card here is the Three of Gabriel. Again, fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And this is all about celebration. This is about prosperity. This is about turning that tide, going into this better place, you being more prepared for it because the universe has prepared you for this. The higher power, whoever you want to say, has prepared you to step into this role. Okay? And it's a role that my Capricorns, even though, to me, it feels very generous of spirit and exciting. But again, it can be it can be stretching. It can stretch you quite a bit. So prosperity arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Really a lot of things you will be getting rid of a lot. You should have been recognizing, and that's the thing too, you should have been recognizing the things that you needed to get rid of. And so when 2020 comes, you can now start moving into that place where you need to be. Now, that can also go, now how does that work on more of a practical level? Yes, that can also take you into that right job. That can take you into that right, any of those relationships I talk about, job, career, work, personal, interpersonal, intimate, or family, because it's like you are being put into certain places to help, to show a light. Let's put it this way, to shine a light in those areas. So yes, and I don't feel like it's one of those places that you go like, oh my gosh, so there's a lesson, huh? There's a lesson. I mean, many times over, I'd go into a new job or I'd be, into a new position, and it was always to be the, like the cleanup girl. This isn't the same thing. This isn't the same thing. You might go in there and you might find that very stimulating, but it's not that it's to put you in as the cleanup person, okay? It's not to make you that change agent. It's to basically to it might be a little bit, but it's not, I don't feel like it's going to be that hard, I don't think you're going to have those hard lessons, okay? Okay. So your season is going to start out really awesome for 2020. And again, Happy New Year. My Capricorns, if you enjoyed my reading, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell. But as always, my Capricorns, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.